Now, Dave the Diver is a game published by Mint Rocket, released in Steam on early access in October of 2022. They're aiming for a full release in June of 2023. The main game is about a guy named Dave. Surprise! He's portly, he's misunderstood, but he wants to help everybody. And in turn, everybody wants to turn around and take advantage of that. He's recruited by this salesman who used to be an arms dealer, that's his friend, named Cobra, to explore this area called the Big Blue Hole. There's a nearby sushi restaurant run by a guy named Bancho who will accept your fish and make all kinds of unconventional sushi with it. You meet a lot of other characters who are equal parts helping Dave and taking advantage of him. There are even some sea creatures that Dave will assist. Core gameplay itself is a bit of a loop. There are 3 cycles to each day, morning, afternoon, and night. During the daytime, Dave dives into the blue hole to explore, catch fish, catch materials, use those fish and materials at night in Bancho's sushi restaurant to make more money, which you can then use for upgrades for your air tank, your harpoon, and all sorts of other things. You have a cell phone. Each app corresponds to a different function in the game, like you have a weapon shop for the fish that are a little bit more aggressive. You have a social media platform called Cooksta, where you can see how the public is seeing you in the restaurant. Eco Watcher, which makes requests for materials in exchange for points, and eventually you get those points to buy accessories. And Marinka, which rewards you for discovering all the sea life you can in each area. The diving areas in this game are teeming with life. Dive down, you see lots of different kinds of fish to collect and sushify. Some fish are calm, and others will attack you, which requires a little extra finesse and maybe a few weapons. You may even encounter a boss monster or two as you explore. Your health is shared by your oxygen levels, so if you run out of O2, it'll force your team to haul you back to the surface with only 1 item in your carrying crate. There are also items along the underwater cliffs and floors that help you along the way, from cooking and crafting materials to different weapons and harpoon tips, and that extra oxygen to keep you going. As I progressed and upgraded my equipment, I found that it would get a little overconfident. The game's difficulty isn't too high, but I still managed to lose track of my O2 when trying to avoid the jaws of a tiger shark or swimming through a school of jellyfish. So that's during the day. You're diving, you're exploring, but at night, you're helping Bancho serve customers at his sushi restaurant using ingredients that you bring up from the Big Blue Hole. You prepare a menu of sushi from the fish that you have available and can upgrade them as you collect more of the same kinds of fish. Each sushi has a selling price and a rating on how widely enjoyed it is. Early in the game, you have to serve the customers all by yourself, but later on, as your restaurant becomes more popular on social media, you can hire extra help in preparing and serving the food, which definitely helps the more popular you get. Every now and then, you'll also have a special event where certain types of food are worth extra likes and money. Occasionally, you'll also be forewarned that a VIP is coming and wants certain kinds of sushi. If you have all the right ingredients for the recipe they want when they finally show their faces, you are rewarded with a short, usually hilarious animation as the food reminds them of something they've lost or brings them inspiration of some kind. At the end of each night, depending on how well you do, you'll be rewarded with money, social media likes, and the word will spread to draw even more customers to your restaurant the following night. It really is a quick, enjoyable break from exploring the water, and it gives this game a little variety. Is Dave the Diver appropriate for family play? Well, it's a single-player game. There's a poof of fish blood if you chop or shoot down some fish, but it's not really a gory game. There's no bad language. There might be some inappropriate humor or some pop culture references that might go over the young whippersnappers' heads and make us chuckle. My 8-year-old son is the big gamer, and I showed him this game. I really could see him getting hooked on this one. Dave the Diver is still in early access at the time of this video, but developers seem to be listening to the suggestions of their Discord, both with the bug fixes and otherwise. They've come up with a lot of different gameplay mechanics. They're putting in a lot of mini games, so this game has a wide range of things you can do, and it's not just one kind of game. I hope that they keep supporting this game as much as they have during the early access periods. They're showing a lot of love and support to their community and to the game itself. At this time, it's really endearing, it's addicting, it's enjoyable in small bursts. Want to do one dive, but then you're like, maybe I want to do one more. Maybe I want to do one more. I think the graphics are perfect. I mean, pixel art is my style. Animations are beautiful, hilarious. This game ran perfectly on my Steam Deck. Played it on my 6-year-old laptop. It still run very, very well. I encourage all of you, if you liked what you see here today, give it a try. I'd give Dave the Diver a solid 8 out of 10. Thanks for testing the waters with me on my review today. Don't forget to subscribe. Come to megadads.com for extra content from the amazingly talented Megadads team. And remember, this is where gamer life meets real life. Take it easy, everybody.